Up above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. Everyone can see it smiling over the sky. Paint the whole world with a rainbow.
Stop it, George. Stop tickling me.
I hardly touched you, Zippy.
Oh, that's better.
All I did was this.
Oh, no, George. Oh, not again, please. Oh, Bungle, stop George from tickling me, please.
He's very ticklish, Bungle. I only touched him and he started laughing. Let me touch you, Bungle. Ooh, Bungle, you're all hairy. If I stroke you this way, your hair is all smooth. But if I stroke you the other way, you feel all rough.
What's all that laughing I heard just now?
Oh, Geoffrey, it was George tickling me.
Yes, he can't tickle me because I'm not ticklish.
Geoffrey, you feel Bungle. He's all smooth when you stroke him one way and rough when you stroke him the other way.
Oh, yes, as smooth as silk, Bungle. Just like my shirt.
Oh, that feels lovely, Geoffrey. Lovely and smooth. What a nice shirt.
Thank you.
Bungle, feel the eiderdown. Does that feel like Geoffrey's shirt?
Well, it feels smooth like Geoffrey's shirt, but it feels all fat and lumpy too.
If Geoffrey wore that, he'd look all fat and lumpy.
Right, here we go then. Oh, I feel all fat and lumpy. Right, come on downstairs for your breakfast. Otherwise your cornflakes are going to be all lumpy and soggy too.
Oh, come on, Sean. My spoon feels cold. And the handle's long and thin.
And my bowl is round and it feels hard.
My mug is round and hard and tall. And it has a lump on the side.
That's its handle, George.
I know it is, Zippy. I was just trying to explain what it felt like.
Now then, don't touch my plate, will you? Because it's very, very hot. Now then, whilst we have our breakfast, why don't you watch this?
Feels like sponge. Feels like sponge and it's oily. And its feet feel like stone. It's soft underneath and not so soft on the top. This one's all furry and it feels like wool. Yeah, this one is hard. They've got a wet nose and hard, bumpy horns. And they've got a hard bone right down the middle of them to the back. It feels like it's leaf. At the bottom of it, it feels like feather. The beak is hard. It's fluffy. Fluffy, nice and woolly. Bristly. Like hay. He's got very knobbly skin and hairy skin. He's got hard skin and harder than our skin. Behind the ear feels soft. The trunk feels hard.
I'm going to play a guessing game with Geoffrey, Zippy and George. I'm going to put some things inside this box, and they have to guess what they are by touching and feeling them. So don't you tell them what they are, will you? It's our secret. Now, what shall I put in? Oh, yes, a banana and, a storybook. Oh, and this ball of wool. It feels all fluffy. Oh, here they come.
There you are, Bungle. Hello, what have you got there?
Oh, it's a box of things, Geoffrey, and it feels quite heavy.
Let's see, Bungle.
Oh, no, you can't see, Zippy. It's a game, a guessing game. You have to put your hand inside the box. And when you touch something, you have to guess what it is by feeling it. And if you guess right, you can keep it. I've called it my feely box.
Well, George, go on, you go first. Don't look, though, will you? Just put your hand inside.
I don't like to.
Oh, go on, George, go on.
It's horrible. I felt something all hairy and nasty.
Well, try again, George. It won't hurt you.
Oh, I don't like it. It feels like... Ooh, it feels round like a ball. I know, it's a ball of wool.
Yes, you're right, George, it is.
Okay, my turn, Bungle, my turn.
Right.
Yes, here we are.
There you are, Zippy.
Yeah, I found something. Oh, it feels round and long and hard. Yeah, I know, it's a sausage.
Well, you're wrong, Zippy. It isn't a sausage. It's a banana.
Oh.
But you can have it anyway.
Oh, thank you, Bungle. Yeah. Hey, your turn now, Geoffrey.
It's all right, here we go. Oh, yes, I found something. It's, it's flat and, it's hard as well. And, I think it might be square-shaped. Whatever's flat, hard and square-shaped. I've no idea, Bungle.
I can guess what it is, Geoffrey. Can you? I bet it's a storybook.
Oh, yes, of course, George. Why didn't I think of that? The storybook. I expect you want me to read you a story now, do you?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, please, Geoffrey.
All right, well, today's story's called Ichabod Bungely Wungely Boo.
Oh.
Now then, Ichabod Bungely Wungely Boo was a man who was made entirely of glue. Brown and sticky, he slurped around, every step making a sound. Now, Ichabod Bungely Wungely Boo had a lot of trouble saying, "How'd you do?" He tried it before without any luck. Shake hands with Ichabod and you'd be stuck. Did he like being sticky? Not very much. There wasn't a thing that he could touch. When he did, there was such a fuss, he couldn't even travel by bus. So Ichabod searched high and low for someone to whom he could say hello. A passing trout, who was singing his scales, said he'd heard he might find a friend in Wales. So Ichabod slurped and slooped until, with a sticky sigh, at the top of a hill, he finally got to Wales. He looked about, he gave a shout, but there wasn't a soul to be seen. Ichabod Bungely Wungely Boo, the man who was made entirely of glue, sat and cried great sticky tears as he thought of being alone for years. Far away, he heard a sound, a sort of trembling in the ground. Wait a minute, half a mo', that sound... Of course, now I know, that slurping, slocky, sticky sound is just like me when I walk around. Ichabod Bungely Wungely Boo, the man who was made entirely of glue, stared in amazement, dried his eyes. He couldn't believe his gluey eyes, for there, in front of where he sat, was a gluey woman in a gluey hat. Ichabod didn't know what to say to the gluey woman who'd come his way. When she smiled and said, "How do you do?" and Ichabod said, "Very well, how are you?" he shook her hand. They didn't get stuck. Ichabod couldn't believe his luck. "I've been looking for years for someone like you," said Ichabod Bungely Wungely Boo. As arm in arm they walked away. And they'd never been seen to this very day. Some say they went to Timbuktu. But I don't think they did. Do you?
No.
Thank you, Geoffrey.
Oh dear, I can't find the soap. It's fallen in the water.
Oh, dear.
Oh, yes, here we are. There.
Oh, God.
Bungle.
Oh, Geoffrey, it feels all slimy and slippery. Oh, it slipped out of my hand.
Don't worry. Look, I've got it. It feels hard as well as slippery.
Now, this water is all lovely and warm. Oh, and my sponge. You know, it feels all spongy. Geoffrey, feel my sponge. Doesn't it feel funny?
Well, it feels light, Zippy. Oh, yes, very light. I tell you what, though, if I squeeze a sponge in the water, like this, and bring the sponge out again, the sponge feels very heavy now. But if I squeeze all the water out again, like that, the sponge is lovely and light again.
Oh, yeah.
There. Oh, Bungle, can you pass me that towel, please?
Oh, Geoffrey, this towel feels lovely and soft.
Thank you. Well, it's time to say goodbye to you now, I'm afraid. But have you got a nice soft towel like this one? Take care, won't you? Be good and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.